Recall that Access databases are relational databases. The tables relate or connect to other tables through common fields. A relational database avoids redundant data, helps to reduce errors, and saves space. To create a relationship, the common fields must have the same data type and same field size, but they do not need to have the same field name. Now I have 3 tables in my database and I need to connect them together. Go to Database Tools, click on Relationships, and if the Show Table dialog box isn't open, click on Show Table. To open up these tables, to include them in the relationships, I can click on one, select it, click Add, or I can double click on the table, double click on Faculty, and then double click on Location, and then Close. If I accidentally add another table in there, maybe I've added another class table, certainly don't need 2 of them, I can delete one of them. So I'm going to kind of spread these out just by clicking on the little title bar of each of the table boxes. And if I want to see the full table without having to use the scroll bar, move your mouse at the bottom border, hold your left mouse button down, and just drag downward. To connect the tables to form a relationship, I take the primary key of one table and connect it to the foreign key in another table. And a foreign key just simply means it's the same field. It may have a different name, but as I said earlier, it has to have the same data type and the same field size. So I have a faculty ID in faculty table, and I also have a faculty ID in class. So I can take the faculty ID, hold my left mouse button down in the faculty table, drag it right on top of the faculty ID in the class. An Edit Relationships dialog box will come up. I need to click on Enforce Referential Integrity, and then click on Create. You can see a relationship has now formed, and you see a little 1 symbol and a little infinity symbol. This means a one-to-many relationship. A faculty member may have several different classes, but one class section number will only have one faculty member. So again, formed the relationship, took the primary key, which is actually a foreign key, called a foreign key, in another table, but they had the common characteristics there. Now I need to connect location table to one of these other tables. The primary key is the location ID, and you see the location ID over here in class, so I can connect these 2 tables together. Now it could be that the foreign key is one of the other primary keys in the class table, but it just happens to be a non-primary key. It's the foreign key. So I'm going to drag location ID, hold my left mouse button down, and drag it right on top of location ID to form the relationship there. Enforce Referential Integrity, click on that, and then click on Create. Enforcing referential integrity means that if I add faculty ID, if I add a faculty ID to my class table, it must already exist in my faculty ID, it must already exist in my faculty table. Location ID must already exist in my location ID. I can't insert a number here that does not already exist, and that's what Enforce Referential Integrity does for us. Right now I kind of have a relationship that sits behind this particular table. I can move my tables around so that my relationships might be a little bit easier to view. Now you can read from left to right. The faculty table is connected to the class table. Class table is connected to the location table. Kind of reminds me of the song, doesn't it? From the ankle bone's connected to the foot bone. Okay, no more of that. That's how you form a relationship.